Welcome back to the Webby O'Neill channel. It's match reaction. Manchester United 0, Leeds 0. Your reaction to that game?
Well, first game of the pre-season, always difficult to assess, especially when you're mixing youth with experience, and not just from a United point of view, from a Leeds point of view as well, because there was a lot of young kids out there for Leeds as well. First half, you just look at it and you say to yourself, can't wait for the second half. Thought it was poor from a United point of view. You just want the fitness. You're expecting players to run, chase the ball and get behind the defence. That didn't happen at all in the first half. I just thought to myself, it was slow. I thought the goalkeeper, the players at the back, the way they moved the ball out, it was too slow. You didn't see anything really in attack from United in the first half. But hey, that's what happens the first half of a pre-season game.
First half, we got a closer look at two of the new signings, Leon and CUNHA as well. How do you think they matched up in that game?
Well, I looked at CUNHA and I thought he had some decent touches. He wasn't as much forward early on in the game as I expected. He came looking for the ball. You know, you're going to expect that till he gets used to his players and that. But he had some decent touches. But I just thought it was lacking. Up front, it seemed to be like Obi on his own. They weren't together. They were too far apart. And while I was watching the game, I thought to myself, it's just reminding me of last season where they were too far apart from the back to the midfield, to the forwards, and he was isolated, Obi. So I felt sorry for him. I thought to myself, he did a bit of running around and that, but hey, he never got the ball really.
Yeah, just sticking on Obi there. Do you think he's got a real opportunity in this pre-season with the games to actually try and cement a place into this squad, or do you get a feeling that he might be sent out on loan, Obi?
I look at Obi and I look at quite a few other youngsters here. I think there is opportunities here to get in this squad. Maybe not the starting 11, but there is opportunities. And I look at Obi and I say to myself, he has to fight. And who's he fighting? And he's fighting Højlund. Well, we know Højlund come on in the second half, and he didn't really produce Højlund. So Obi will look at it and say, do you know what? I can get in this squad. I can get in this squad and I can get game time. So that's what this pre-season's about, where players can go, hey, I'm fighting for a place. And if I'm in and it works out that he does work with a smaller squad, there is an opportunity. If we don't bring in a centre forward, Obi will say, I can challenge him because he didn't have a good second half, Højlund, when he came on.
Yeah, just sticking in the first half, you've seen Ahmed on the right wing back spot, and then moved into the number 10 position, and you're just thinking to yourself, will his game time be limited going into next season, especially with the likes of CUNHA and Mbumo coming in to play in them number 10 roles?
Listen, I don't know who's going to play in what role. You say he'll have limited time. I think Ahmed...
Well, I didn't say he will. I'm just saying it looks like he's got a decision to make, Hammer in there, and it's a good one to have, though, for competition for places.
Yeah, and this pre-season will sort that out, and Amarin has got difficult choices, but that's what we want. We want difficult choices. There is positions up for grabs, and there's players, good players, who will be thinking, I've got to fight for my place, and Ahmad isn't secure of a certain place. Yeah. I don't know where these players are going to play, but they're going to have to step it up, which they will do. They will do. They stepped it up in the second half. It was all changed. 19 changes for both sides, and it's shown there was more attacking, there was more going forward from United. You've seen that straight away. So there is players there, and you've seen it in the second half, that Amarin turned round to him and said, this is what I want. This is how I want you to play, further up together. And there was more passing. They were quicker. They were getting behind. They were getting the crosses in. And that was good to see. So, you know, from the first half, I think we can forget that first half. It was poor, but poor from both sides, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he must have definitely said to step up the intensity, in particular from the back three moving up. And you've seen the likes of Lenny Yuro as well, doing a couple of diagonal passes, pinpoint. Also, a couple of passes as well outside, but we have good runs from Diogo Dalot as well.
Yeah, there was good runs. The game actually opened up. I was interested in the game, whereas in the first half, I was hoping let's let this end. And I think everyone out there probably watching was thinking the same. Yeah, it opened up. I thought Lenny Yuro with his passing and that, his diagonal passing and that, getting the ball to Diogo Dalot, he was going more forward, and so was Dorgu on the other side. There was more attacking intent, which is what you want. There just wasn't producing it. I mean, if you look at it, we could have gone 1-0 down. I think he played well, to be honest with you. And when you look at the goalkeeper situation, that first half, I'm thinking to myself, Amarin's got to sort this out because it was too slow from the goalie with the defence. That is not the way we should be playing football. That is not the way, because we invite trouble on. And I thought United didn't invite the trouble on. Straight away, Yoro, Maguire, for instance, they pushed up. That's what I like. I'm not sure. Let us know. Maguire, he went off after half an hour. But I thought the way they came out, United, they did what they should do, push up, and they all worked together. So there's signs there, and obviously it's the start of the pre-season. We can get there. The fitness was the priority for the game.
Yeah, like you do see in that first half, when it is slow coming out from the goalkeeper and then it goes out wide. So we've like the wing backs. It seems like the opposition have an easy time boxing us in and putting pressure on us, where it's then having to go back to the keeper. It goes long, and it's the repeated patterns that we did see last season. But then you're going into the second half, when they've got that intensity, when they're stepping up, it's a bit better football.
Yeah, well, what you did, you seen Leeds put the pressure on United. They put pressure on United, put them at the back where the goalkeeper was just booting it out and it wasn't going anywhere. And you're scratching your head and thinking, what's this all about? Where's the intensity? They were intense, so I give them credit. I give Leeds credit for the way they pushed on United. It wasn't a great game overall, let's get it right. But at the end of the day, they did what they had to do and they pressured United. Whereas in the second half, it turned round. United put the pressure on them. I thought there was a lot more experience out there at the start of that second half. And then the changes started to come in. And then the game more and more opened up in the last 10, 15 minutes. And there was plenty of opportunities there. But I think that masks the game overall. They were opportunities. They were hit and miss, hit the bar. We hit the bar in the first half. I think it was from a deflected shot from Casemiro. But the pressure was on. But there was movement, there was speed. And like I say, it's all about fitness. But that's what you want to see. Our Leeds, when you look at Leeds overall, I look at them and I think you're just lacking some strength. And coming back into the Premier League, I look at them and think you're going to struggle here. And that's not me having a go at Leeds. I think they've got a tough ask here. But with United, I think they look at it. I think with CUNHA coming in and obviously the signing of Mbumo and maybe possibly another signing and obviously getting rid of the Deadwood, that has lifted United. So for me, I look at United and I think they're in a better position than Leeds United. We finished 15th last year, but going forward, Leeds, I think, will struggle. And like I say, United, I think they will improve. And I can't wait. We move on. What we do, we dust ourselves down from this first game, get the cobwebs out. That's what it's about. Move on to that USA tour and let's hope for some improvement. The quality of the teams, I think, will be better. I think Leeds have got a lot of learning to do in this league. And if you remember, Daniel Farke, the manager, right, he's just gets them relegated. And I don't just mean with Leeds, anyone what comes in at the Premier League. So he himself has got a lot to learn. But Amarin, he's got a lot to learn and he's got to get it right. He's got to get the puzzle and make sure he puts all the right pieces in the right places, and it's going to be hard.
Yeah, still a lot of work to do. Could have won it in the end, really, with Manu and the opportunity from Heaven as well. But a lot of youngsters played today, which I think is a positive. Hopefully we do get to see a lot more of them as well. But let us know what your thoughts and opinions are in the comment section on the game. We are going to do a live video at 5:30 on that breaking news today from David Ornstein that Marcus Rashford is close to joining Barcelona on loan. So come and join us, get that notification on for that. Enjoy your day, everyone. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.